Warning, this podcast contains some spoilers.
God damn it.
Well, top of the morning to you, and I'm gonna cut that shit out right now. Happy St. Patrick's Day, and welcome to another episode of the As Seen on TV podcast for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I really almost forgot what we were doing. Season 3, Episode 12, The Inside Man. I'm your host, Mike, and joining me is Rachel.
Hi.
Hi.
I made my light all green, but I can change it back because I look kind of like an alien. Well, I guess that would be apropos for this episode now, wouldn't it?
I mean, there are aliens involved.
No, I'm back. I am after all. Well, I am wearing a hoodie from Ireland, so there you go.
There you go.
Green.
Yeah, see, you're green. And I'm not wearing green, I'm sorry.
Oh, damn it. Can't bench you. You're all the way in New York. Sorry.
I'm looking for something stereotypically
Your name
Irish.
takes green? You're little.
Yes, it is. So, interesting episode.
Very interesting.
Threw me for a couple of loops.
Yeah, there was a couple of loops, and then some of them was like, I knew it! Especially Sir Dickhead Major.
Sir Dickhead, let's talk about that. General Talbot. Sending his wife off on a plane, who's looking really pissed off there. And
At first I thought she was pissed off because he was doing being the head of the new was it the
ATCU.
you see it, yeah.
He's the public head.
Mm-hmm.
And Colton's the secret one.
The secret. But I don't know, every time I see him, he's always doing something undermined and fishy, so I never really completely trust him.
No, and for some insane reason, I did this episode. Because it was an order from his president.
He tricked you.
He tricked all of us.
I knew something was up his sleeve.
Damn.
And then it just became more apparent when he went to the summit, when he was accusing everyone else. And I'm like, okay, the only person when you start accusing everyone else, but you just really assign that it's you.
Yeah. So the whole thing, summit between, like, you know, summit meeting of world leader representatives. Not even world leaders, just representatives. Not really.
It was like, what?
6
Australia, Russia, China?
I think there was China, Japan.
There was Russia.
Australia, the U.S., and insert number 6 here. I didn't catch.
I didn't catch that one either.
But
yeah, it was very small. Might have been someone down in South America. Who knows? That's the only one that isn't being represented right now.
Oh, and there was a man from an African nation. That was never.
That's right.
That was never clearly stated.
They didn't state where it was from.
Right. So, I was trusting Talbot, but he was going about his usual self, like, that person seems fishy. It's totally them right there. Look at it.
It was funny.
Look at that scar on her face. She probably tangled with one of those inhuman things. Congratulations.
It's scary. I wasn't scary, but it was funny. I thought it was just like, would you stop?
Congratulations, General. You've narrowed it down to everyone. But,
I do like his, Coulson's new hand gadget.
I love his new hand gadget. The whole, I'm gonna shake a lot of hands, and then it's gonna scan, print out a nice little palm print copy.
It's like the face thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like the face thing from Mission Impossible. Oh wait, no, there was a face thing in this. You're right.
It's the face thing.
It was probably the face thing repurposed.
Mm-hmm. It's a good use of it.
Very good use of it. Clever. Definitely clever. Where's he going with this? Talbot's a dick.
Talbot is a dick.
And I say that doubly so because it surprised me. Wasn't expecting it. Usually I see that shit coming.
I was, but I wasn't. I mean, the more he talked, the more I was suspect of it.
Oh, as soon as Malik walked into the meeting,
it
was like,
yes.
Either you're
I wasn't expecting Malik to walk into the meeting though. That did catch me off guard, but I had a suspicion about Talbot.
Yeah.
I'm at least suspicious of that guy.
Him walking in, didn't expect. I did expect him to, people to start shooting, Hydra bomb to go off. Did I expect him to accuse Coulson of being the director of Hydra? No.
Hydra. I'm like, what the? And Coulson's just sitting there like, what the hell?
Just staring at him like,
well, okay.
all right then. I don't like this.
He always has that look like, okay.
Where
am I going from here?
Poker face the whole time, accuses him of being Hydra, like trying to get you in here and,
He always has that smile on his face. It was that really kind of awkward smile. I'm like, what are you going to do?
I support the Russian guy's idea of building a sanctuary state for all of these Inhumans. As in a nice single confined space for all of them to be.
Entrained.
And trained. Just what Malik wants. Well, actually, probably just what Hive wants.
I was going to say... a little bit of both, because he doesn't want to become a meal.
Right, and they're keeping his powers very, mysterious at the moment. But, I mean, he dusted the chairman, and he dusted Medusa Eyes there.
Mm-hmm.
And we have really no idea what that dusting did. They follow his orders. I mean...
I don't think the chairman likes to, because he has reservations.
Yeah, they both have reservations. Like, bring me 5 humans. And it's like, these are the 5 healthiest humans we could find. And, Medusa Eyes says in Spanish, like, they're innocents. Like, they're,
They didn't do anything. What the...
And I'm curious to myself, like, okay, what's Ward going to do? Hive, sorry. What is he going to do? He's going to take over their bodies. He's going to, like, now be 6 people at once. He's going to do something. And then he, like, spreads out into that dust.
I had a feeling it wasn't going to be anything like that, because when he was talking to Malik, he's like, I can bring in some, Inhumans. He's like, we don't consume our own.
Like, yeah, we don't feed on our own.
Yeah, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I mean, feed on, inhabit. Well.
He fed on them.
Yeah, he left 5 skeletons and a lot of goo dripping off of him.
I was going to say, it looked like someone poured honey on him. It was really kind of gross.
That is probably what they did for the special effect. Brett
Can you
Dalton
imagine
probably still has honey in his hair.
I was going to say, can you imagine trying to wash that off?
Oh, man.
I don't know. That's icky.
But yeah, he absorbs 5 people, and is no longer the gaunt, like, showing bones with a big bruised handprint in your chest version of Grant.
I always noticed that, the handprint and his ribs sticking out because of the handprint. Yeah, it was an interesting effect. It was very, very well done.
Well, he looks like he's back to normal.
Quote unquote normal.
As normal as you can be with a disgusting slug monster inside you.
I like that showed what happened. Exactly what exactly he is. He isn't like sand or like a mist or anything. He's an actual slug monster.
Well, now we know that the dust storm on that planet was him. Like, he was the dust storm.
It's probably to conceal who he is, what he looked like.
Concealment and all that, but that's a little craziness.
Well, if he takes over dead bodies, he was probably one of the dead bodies that was already on the
that's what
planet.
We guessed. He was the dead, like, taking over the dead astronauts and stuff like that.
Something.
So here's the surprise of the night. We get Creel back, also known as the Absorbing Man.
I know, right? Hello.
Yeah. The surprise of the night is he saves the day. Oh, a little bit shocked considering he gets electrocuted half to death. Well played.
Lincoln, he has like that rage stuff going on. I mean, they explain it later on.
Yeah, he's kind of got a little bit of anger issues there. But Creel winds up saving the whole shebang, loyal to Talbot after Talbot seemingly broke Creel's Hydra mind control that he had going on.
Deprogrammed him.
Deprogrammed him, which pretty good. And while they're doing experiments, Fitz and Simmons figure out that Creel's blood, well, Creel's DNA, because he's not an Inhuman, he's an experiment gone right, as he put it. his blood completely negates Terrigenesis, which...
Yeah, I mean, if you've already turned, it
Right.
doesn't help you, but it will help prevent you from turning if you have the DNA to turn.
Right. It basically, if they're exposed to the Terrigen mist, it negates it. It like is absorbed by whatever.
It's kind of like it's a vaccine basically.
Right. So they think that they can make a vaccine for the Inhumans with this, which stirs up some tension.
Well, yeah, I mean, she's looking at it in a black and white type of way. She's looking at it as they're trying to get rid of us, they're trying to kill us. Well, if you haven't turned and you don't want to, it's not really killing you. That's giving someone a choice.
Right.
Like that's what Lincoln was trying to say to her. It's not,
And
why is it black and white like that? People should have a choice.
and she was
I mean, look at
reacting.
Joey.
Yeah, Joey didn't have a choice. Nobody had a choice.
Joey was freaked the fuck out. I'm sorry. When he first, oh my god,
Look,
he was so scared.
If you were to take your morning vitamin, a new open jar of your morning vitamins, including fish oil, you pop one, start going about your morning making breakfast, and all of a sudden you get encased in a stone cocoon, break out of it, and suddenly you have the ability to make metal turn from solid to liquid from 100 yards away. Wouldn't you freak the fuck out?
Yeah, exactly. And not giving these people a choice. And I understand where she's coming from. Then they'll make, if the government gets hold of it, then they'll be like, everyone needs it, blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, but still,
But she was reacting like if you were to spread this vaccine. She was reacting like, oh, this is going to, it's going to prevent new Inhumans from transforming and kill all the existing ones.
Exactly.
Like, she's reacting like this is an extermination thing going on. And no, it's not. It's a preventative measure.
Yeah, no. She was overreacting.
Right. And I can understand, if the government makes it mandatory. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but think about it. Does the government want a semi-uncontrolled population of superpowered people running around?
No one really does.
I mean, we're kind of building up the Civil War here in 2 months is coming out. So I have a feeling that
and then what?
That's where this is going.
And then a couple of years, what, Inhumans is coming out?
Yeah.
So.
But, Lincoln and Daisy bury the hatchet.
He buried something.
Well, he buried something, all right.
Okay, I just found that totally awkward because it was like she goes in there, they talk, and she just rips off her shirt.
That's exactly what I was going to mention. Like,
I was like, what?
She's like, I'm sorry for being so. Basically, I'm sorry for overreacting. I understand your point.
Harry, I know you're stressed out.
It's a good point. I know you're. It's like, I know you're so stressed out. Here, let me fix that. Off with the clothes.
I know, I was like, off with the shirt.
Like, geez, okay, that's
wow.
Quick.
I didn't
that's
see that
forward.
one coming. I know, right? What if that's not what he wanted?
He does now.
Doubt it, but he's getting it now.
Whether he wanted it or not, he's getting it.
I think he did. But
he did.
it was a little awkward. I was like, where did that come from? Yeah, that was a little shocked and stuff. I mean, it was a little kind of awkward when Gemma walked in and then the gym, it's like,
yeah.
Couldn't you just wait? Just stand there for like 2 seconds more.
So let's recap the things we haven't talked about yet. May still hates Hunter. She hates
a little less now.
A little less now. Bobby still loves Hunter because he sneaks weapons in when he's not supposed to.
Hunter's right.
Hunter's right. Again, they don't give him enough credit for being right.
They don't.
It makes me sad. Something else. Right.
Talbots Son.
Talbots Son in the cube. Now here's the question. Is Talbots Son actually an Inhuman, or were they just using that cube as stasis?
I was like, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Well, they put him in one of those cubes, too, at S.H.I.E.L.D.
Now, but the question is, like, one of those cubes aren't necessarily just for Inhumans. They're just stasis pods, really.
Well, no, not the gel, but the actual pods they put Inhumans in to keep them contained.
Well, it's possible he is one.
Because remember when Coulson was in there with him, he's like, well, he'll be fine. He just needs rest. He won't remember. I'll leave you two alone. He walks out the door and the door slides shut behind him. So, and the walls were that, because what's his freak? Zorba man was touching the walls. Yeah, he's in one of those pods, one of the shield pods.
Interesting.
So, I mean, that would be, not only does he have a son, and if his son is an Inhuman, that's an awful lot of blackmailing going on.
Blackmailing's over. He is now hopefully trustworthy on Coulson's side because Coulson helped him save his son. He even says, call me Glenn. Very occasionally.
But I wonder, I know he sent his wife away, but...
Well, his wife left. I don't think he sent her anywhere.
No, he said he sent her to someplace where she'd be safe.
Okay.
But Malik will find her.
Malik's got resources.
Yeah.
I mean, it came down... The whole reason that council summit believed Malik over Coulson is because Malik's public resume is much more impressive. I mean, it came down to a dick-waving contest. Is really all it was.
Yep, exactly.
And Malik won. But he's being tracked by a Bobby and a Hunter who are in the cargo hold of that private plane.
Going to Russia. Well, they're with the Russian guy.
Assumed to be going to Mother Russia.
Which is kind of weird because he's like, I haven't met you. And the only one he hadn't met was the Russian guy.
Yeah.
And I'd like to know who the Australian chick was having locked up and doing experiments on.
Well, it was an Inhuman, and apparently, according to a little quick blurb at the end of the episode, said subject was released after May or somebody contacted the Australian government and informed them.
Yeah,
this bitch has got someone captive doing Inhuman experiments on them. Inhuman being a double play there.
If he is Inhuman, they might have him, maybe briefing him or something. I don't know what they did. So it's kind of interesting who she had, but she was nervous as hell.
Yeah.
I thought at first when I saw it, I thought maybe like her son or one of her relatives was Inhuman and she's trying to just kind of protect them.
It's very possible.
So I didn't like her.
So confirmed that Bobby and Hunter are on a plane to Russia by next week's synopsis, which is, I'll say one thing. They stopped reminding us that Coulson died. They took a brief break from telling us the team's in danger, but one constant thing they have going on is they're getting shorter.
Shorter.
Next week's episode.
It's getting towards the end of the season, so they're like, we're going to keep everything hush-hush.
Yeah. Next episode is called Parting Shot, and here's what we get. Bobby and Hunter become ensnared in an assassination plot after tracking Malik to Russia. As S.H.I.E.L.D. races to save the lives on the line, the team is changed forever.
Dun, dun, dun. Well, I don't know if you watch the promo. Get like shadow assassin, basically.
Some dude who can meld into the walls.
Yeah, he's like a shadow, basically.
He is like a shadow.
That's why I was calling him the shadow assassin. He just kind of, yeah. It was kind of weird. But, how do you fight that?
I'm curious how the team has changed forever.
One of their lives is in danger.
Someone is gonna die. I don't know. The one moment...
Someone's gonna die.
Look, I'm okay with this. The team has changed forever. I feel safe because it's the synopsis that don't warn us is where people die.
That's when people start dying. It's when they don't tell us.
Still miss Trip.
Oh, God. I told you he was going to die.
Oh, we all knew it. And unfortunately, we knew it for a very terrible reason, and I hate saying it this way, but it's the one black guy trope. There were two when they introduced Mac.
Mm-hmm.
And people liked Mac. So they're like, I don't know if they flipped the coin or what they did, but...
Well, at first we thought Mac was going to die because he fell into the hole. We thought,
it looked that way.
Yeah. And then it was, yeah. I hate that. I hate the fact that they have, unless the actual show is based around, a whole African American family or something. But yeah, I hate that on TV shows when they do that.
Yep.
it sucks, but we all knew that was going to happen. I mean, hopefully no one dies. Maybe I don't know.
I mean, the last bit we see in the preview is Daisy getting Rocket Man ridden to the ceiling by the Shadow.
She might be hurt. I don't see her get.
I don't see her. They're not going to kill her off.
No. No.
No.
She has to teach Lincoln how to inner peace himself.
Yes.
Before he goes off the rails.
I got no clever or witty response to that.
Inner peace himself.
Inner peace himself. All right. Is there anything else to mention?
I don't think there is. I think we went over everything pretty thoroughly. I mean, we don't have another person to bounce ideas off us except each other. So.
Yeah, exactly. We're so lonely.
We're lonely. We need the third person.
Anyway, that's our show. Rachel, where can they find you?
They can find me at Twitter at Savannah17.
You can find me on Twitter at Philodrin. You can find all of us on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, MySpace, and YouTube at ASOTV Podcast. You can follow us there for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows, movies, and games. If you're watching live, coming up in a half hour, we are doing part 3 of the Jessica Jones review. I believe this one is going to be potential Marvel crossovers and stuff like that.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Go get a drink, and then come back and watch it.
Yes! Enjoy. Farewell.
Fare thee well.